Hey, let it through. Right here. Hey, right here. Shimmy. Yes, sir.
Jada is his main girlfriend. I didn't get blocked until I started talking about Jada. That's how I know that was his main girlfriend, y'all.
What if the woman everyone thought was just another face in Chris Brown's circle turned out to be the one who understands him best? In a world where celebrities often find themselves surrounded by noise, chaos, and fleeting connections, one name has quietly stood out: Jada Wallace. She's not the loudest, not the flashiest, but lately she's the one who's always there backstage at private events or just chilling next to the R&B legend himself. And now fans are asking one question that won't go away: why Jada? Over the years, Chris Brown's relationships have played out under the harsh spotlight of fame, some passionate, some turbulent, but all heavily dissected by the public. Yet Jada Wallace has managed to remain both present and private, a rare combination that's made her more intriguing than anyone before her. From being seen at exclusive hangouts to bonding with his daughter Royalty, Jada isn't just in the background anymore, she's And then came the turning point. A fan criticized Jada online, and Chris Brown did something almost no one expected. He blocked the fan. That single move spoke volumes, not just about who Jada is, but what she means to him. In a heartbeat, Chris showed that disrespecting her wasn't up for debate. It wasn't just a block, it was a message. So what makes Jada Wallace so different from every other woman who's come and gone in Chris Brown's life? Why is she the one he protects, the one he hangs out with the most, and the one he trusts around his daughter? And how does she manage to understand the side of Chris that few people ever do, even when he's posing close with other women during meet and greets? Stay tuned, because in this deep dive we're unpacking the bond that's redefining how fans see Chris Brown: loyalty, privacy, and a connection that might just reveal the new chapter of his life. You're watching TAS Spectrum West TV, your plug for real celebrity insights. If you haven't already, subscribe now, because this story is just getting started.
So Jada is his girlfriend now? That's the main one. I had been telling y'all Jada was his main girlfriend. Y'all didn't want to listen to me. Y'all was telling me I was crazy. He got a bunch of them. No, I said he might have a bunch of them, but Jada is his main girlfriend. I didn't get blocked until I started talking about Jada. That's how I know that was his main girlfriend, y'all. All that stuff I was saying last summer when I was doing content on him, I never got blocked. When I started talking about how Jada needs to dress better and why she got a fucking jersey on and why she always wear buns, that's when I got blocked. He said I was being too much.
Who exactly is Jada Wallace, and how did she quietly become one of the most talked about figures in Chris Brown's world? While her name might not yet carry the global recognition of a superstar, among R&B fans it's rapidly gaining weight. Jada isn't an industry plant or a fame-hungry influencer. She's a woman whose presence speaks louder than her posts, someone who embodies calm, confidence, and discretion in an era of constant exposure. Unlike many women who orbit around celebrities, Jada doesn't chase headlines. Her social media footprint is selective, her energy measured. You'll find pictures that show confidence without chaos, a sharp contrast to the fast, noisy pace of Chris Brown's world, and that's exactly what makes her different. Sources close to Chris have often said he's drawn to people who bring him peace, who don't treat him like a brand but as a man who's lived through highs, mistakes, and massive transformation. And when Jada appeared consistently beside him, backstage, at listening parties, and even family-oriented moments, fans began to take notice. The chemistry wasn't about PDA or performative love. It was subtle, the way they laughed, moved, or shared quiet moments amid the storm of fame. While her story didn't begin with celebrity status, Jada's confidence and independence seemed to resonate with where Chris is emotionally and mentally right now. She's not trying to compete with his past or control his image. She's simply existing alongside him authentically. And in an industry built on appearances, that authenticity is rare. Who is Jada Wallace? The quiet storm. The woman who walks beside Chris Brown without needing to shout her importance, and that silence alone speaks volumes. Chris Brown's dating history is one of the most publicized in entertainment. From Rihanna to Karrueche Tran and Amika Harris, each relationship defined a different chapter in his personal evolution, but none of them resemble the quiet, balanced energy Jada Wallace brings. Unlike the drama-filled dynamics of his past relationships, Jada represents calm in the chaos. She doesn't trade subliminal posts or public feuds. Instead, she understands that protecting privacy is the most powerful form of loyalty. While other women might have amplified tension online, Jada's silence has become her strength. Fans have noticed the shift in Chris's energy since she came into the picture. No public meltdowns, no messy online disputes, just music, fatherhood, and business. Some say she's helped him stay grounded. Others believe she's a reflection of the maturity he's been striving for over the years. It's easy to see why Chris might be drawn to her. Jada doesn't compete with fame, she respects it. She doesn't try to outshine him, she balances him. For a man who's lived through constant judgment, that kind of emotional balance becomes priceless.
I'm pretty sure I can confidently say that I don't think ever in my entire life have I commented or definitely not made a video about a celebrity, but I have to speak on this because it is all over my For You page. In every single video that I see on my For You page of Chris Brown and his stunning, what I'm gonna say, girlfriend, her name is Jada, and every single time that I go to the comment section, it's people talking about, dang Jada, can't you stay home for once? Goodness, what does this girl do for work? She doesn't have a work? Wow, how annoying to have somebody at your side every second. Why you can't just let him do the tour on his own? Blah, 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 blah. Y'all, we are talking about Chris Brown. Chris Brown, one of, if not, the largest, greatest, most popular hip-hop artist of his time. Chris Brown, do you think for one split, tiny second that if that man didn't want her there, that she would be there? Yo, people act in the comments like she invited herself. Like she's some groupie that just happens to pop up at all of his places that he's at. Sorry, the sun is crushing the light on this. She isn't just showing up on her own because she feels like it. This man is inviting her. Everywhere he goes that you see her there, it's because he wants her there.
Maybe that's why fans sense something deeper between them. While his past romances were fiery in public, Jada's relationship with Chris, whatever label it may hold, feels intentional, stable, and refreshing. She fits the version of Chris Brown that's no longer chasing chaos, but craving peace. This moment changed everything. One fan, like many, decided to speak negatively about Jada Wallace online. She made harsh comments about Jada's looks and questioned why Chris would even hang around her. But instead of ignoring it, Chris Brown did something he rarely does. He blocked the fan. To outsiders, that might sound trivial, but for someone like Chris, who's often detached from online chatter, that move meant something. It was a public stand. He was drawing a line. Disrespect toward Jada wouldn't be tolerated. That single action spoke louder than 1,000 posts. It showed that Jada isn't just someone in his circle. She's someone he's protective of. He's not trying to make a statement to the media. He's setting a boundary with fans. In the past, Chris rarely got involved when fans criticized people close to him. But this time he responded differently, not with words, but with a digital wall. The message was clear. If you can't respect her, you can't stay.
It's because he asked her to be there. It's because his security is literally escorting her with him in the times in which some of them he's holding her hand, but in the times that he's not holding her hand, they're together. I know that is like eating people alive in the comments. Oh, he's got a million girlfriends. Oh, she's just a one of a million. So what? So what? Because 90% of the world right now would take her place in a heartbeat if offered, even if she was one in a million. Like one out of a certain amount, which, whatever, more power to you. I'll just never understand the hate on this girl when she stays to herself, isn't involved, this is probably why he keeps her around, isn't involved in drama, stays to herself, super low-key. She looks like a whole vibe, if I'm being honest. Why the hate? Cause it's not y'all there? Like, I don't understand it. Every single time people are talking down about her, saying terrible things about her, like, jealousy is a heck of a drug, let me tell you. I just don't understand it. It mind boggles me when I see people comment like she's his puppy dog and she just follows him around and she just happens to be there every time and she's so annoying. The man is clearly with her and brought her and wants her to be there. I don't get it. Y'all will hate on anything.
The incident went viral almost instantly. Fans started debating the meaning behind the block, with some calling it the ultimate sign of loyalty. For once, the story wasn't about a scandal, it was about defense, respect, and quiet love expressed through action. That moment told the world exactly where Jada stands in Chris Brown's life, close enough that disrespecting her means disrespecting him. People started noticing something consistent. Wherever Chris Brown goes, Jada Wallace isn't too far behind. She's not just around during shows or public events. She's there during studio sessions, small gatherings, and even casual off days. So why her? The answer lies in vibe and comfort. Chris is known for being selective about his circle, surrounding himself with people who align with his energy. Jada fits that perfectly. Her presence doesn't feel forced or opportunistic. She's there because she fits. For Chris, who's lived under constant scrutiny, Jada provides a safe zone, a place where he doesn't have to perform. Their hangouts aren't built on clout, they're built on genuine comfort. And fans have taken note, saying that every time Jada's around, Chris seems more relaxed, smiling more, and even interacting differently with people. It's not about romance on display, it's about energy that calms the room.
Chris know how Team Breezy is. He been dealing with Team Breezy for years. Let's just be honest. He know it's some crazy, jealous, obsessed. He got some crazy, jealous, obsessed fans. Let's just be honest. I don't know why he would bring someone into that. Is it just me? I don't know why he would bring somebody into that kind of torment. Because at the end of the day, I understand being a celebrity, you want to somehow live some kind of normal life. And a normal life is if I like somebody, they're going to go outside with me. But to be honest, I just feel like he shouldn't subject her to that kind of criticism. Like, you got to be really strong to deal with Chris fans. And with Jada being young, that's a lot to deal with a celebrity, period. And his fans, what? I feel like he trying to protect Jada right now. So anybody that talk bad about Jada, he gonna block them or whatever. But I feel like he should have never even put her in the limelight. To be honest, is he ever gonna be able to live a normal life? I don't think so. Is he ever gonna be able to comfortably be outside with somebody he like? I don't know. I don't think so, to be honest. But I mean, how y'all feel about Chris being mad about people talking about Jada? How y'all feel about?
Some say she's the friend who became the confidant. Others believe there's more. But one thing's undeniable. In a world where most people come and go quickly, Jada's consistency stands out. Chris doesn't keep people around for long unless they bring something meaningful: peace, understanding, and loyalty. And Jada seems to offer all three. Royalty Brown, Chris's daughter, is the heart of his world. He's fiercely protective of her and rarely allows anyone new into that space. That's why fans were stunned when Jada Wallace was seen bonding with Royalty. This wasn't just a friendly moment. For Chris Brown, letting someone near his daughter means one thing: trust. Royalty has always been the core of his emotional world, a part of him he guards closely. Allowing Jada in means he sees something safe, something nurturing. People close to Chris say he values women who understand both his fame and his fatherhood. Jada has managed to respect both sides, never exploiting moments with Royalty for attention, never seeking validation online. That restraint in itself earns respect. Fans also noticed how naturally Royalty seemed to interact with her, like she's known Jada for years. That genuine bond is rare in Chris's world, especially since he avoids exposing Royalty to unnecessary media buzz. For many, that moment was confirmation that Jada isn't just another companion, she's family-level trusted. And in Chris Brown's world, that's everything. Chris Brown's viral meet and greets were one of the most talked about parts of his career resurgence. Thousands of fans paying premium prices just to pose with him, sometimes in playful, intimate poses, stirred massive debate online. Many thought any woman close to him would feel jealous or threatened. But Jada Wallace didn't react that way. No cryptic posts. No shade, no emotional outbursts, just silence and grace. That's because Jada understands the business. She knows Chris isn't just an artist, he's a brand. Those moments are fan engagement, not emotional betrayal. Her ability to separate emotion from professionalism shows a level of maturity and confidence that Chris clearly respects. For someone like Chris, that kind of emotional intelligence is gold. It's what allows him to continue his career without unnecessary drama at home. And fans noticed. They started commenting saying Jada's understanding energy is what keeps things smooth between them. In short, she gets him, not just as a man but as a celebrity who has to balance fame, fans, and real life. Every artist needs balance. That person who keeps them grounded when fame threatens to consume them. For Chris Brown, that person might just be Jada Wallace. After years of highs and lows, controversy and redemption, Chris seems to have found peace, and Jada's calm presence appears to play a huge role in that. She's the kind of person who doesn't feed off chaos, doesn't seek attention, and doesn't add noise. She provides the grounding energy he's needed, someone who reminds him of normalcy amidst the celebrity whirlwind. Whether it's sharing laughs backstage or spending quiet moments away from cameras, she's a reminder that life isn't all about fame. People close to Chris often say he's most creative when surrounded by peace, and Jada's energy seems to inspire that exact state. She's not trying to fix him, she's simply standing beside him, allowing him to be human again. When photos and clips of Chris and Jada started circulating, fans were divided. Some loved seeing him with someone who radiated maturity and calm. Others speculated, creating rumors about their relationship status. But one thing everyone agreed on was this: Jada Wallace brought out a different side of Chris. He seemed lighter, more playful, more at ease. The internet's reaction shifted from gossip to admiration. People began to say, if she makes him this happy, let them be. Others pointed out that Jada's private nature reminded them of how relationships should look in Hollywood: quiet, real, and respectful. Instead of adding chaos to his life, she brought stability, something fans had been hoping to see for years. Fame can be tempting, especially when the world suddenly wants to know your name. But Jada Wallace has resisted that temptation masterfully. No interviews, no tell-all posts, no viral moments. Her silence is her power. It creates mystery but also respect. By saying less, she lets people assume more, and that's exactly why fans keep talking about her. In an age where clout is currency, Jada's restraint sets her apart. It's one of the reasons Chris values her. She doesn't exploit proximity to fame. Instead, she honors the privacy that fame often destroys. That kind of loyalty in today's world is priceless. Chris Brown today isn't the same person he was years ago. He's older, wiser, and more selective about who he keeps close. His connection with Jada Wallace reveals more than just companionship. It shows evolution. After years of being judged for his mistakes, Chris now seems focused on peace and purpose, and Jada Wallace fits perfectly into that narrative. She represents stability, maturity, and emotional intelligence, all things Chris has been growing toward. Maybe it's not about labels or titles. Maybe Jada isn't his girlfriend or partner. Maybe she's the reminder that real connection doesn't need definition.
Hey, let it through, let it through, let it through, let it through, let it through. Right here, right here. Hey, right here. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Whatever their bond truly is, one thing's clear: Jada Wallace has become a symbol of the new Chris Brown, one that values peace over performance, loyalty over noise, and real energy over fame. And that's why she's still here. So maybe the question isn't why Jada Wallace, maybe it's why not. She's everything Chris Brown's current chapter stands for: peace, respect, and authenticity. From protecting her online to letting her bond with his daughter, Chris isn't just making random choices. He's making statements about who deserves access to his world. If this story taught us anything, it's that sometimes the quietest people have the loudest impact. You've been watching Task Spectrum West TV, where we dive deep into celebrity stories that go beyond headlines. If you felt this story, hit like, drop a comment below telling us your thoughts about Chris and Jada's bond, and subscribe for more real, raw entertainment insights every week. Because on this channel, we don't just report stories, we decode them.